Good evening. My name is Damon Donnell, and I'm the assistant principal. I almost said band director because I've done that before. I'm the assistant principal at Hellstern Middle School in Springdale, Arkansas, and we are here tonight to hear a band concert. I'd like to remind you of a few things before we get started. You may take pictures and record videos, but please make sure the flash is off. Also, HAR-BER TV will be recording tonight's concert and taking DVD orders in the lobby following the performance. There's an order form in your program if needed. If you have a small child that gets loud or restless during the performance, please be courteous and walk him or her out into the hallway through the exit doors on the sides until they're ready to come back in for the performance. And the students on stage have only been playing their instruments for about 3 months. Tonight is very special because it's their first band concert and you're their first audience. So without further ado, it's my true privilege to welcome Ms. Huffman, our band director at Hellstern Middle School, to the stage.
Welcome to the Hellstern's debut concert. My name is Julie Huffman, and I am honored to stand in front of these outstanding students. 3 months ago, these students were getting their instruments, learning how to put them together, how to hold them, and how to play their first sounds. How many parents in the audience remember what those first sounds were like? I definitely do too. They were multiplied. During our first quarter, students learned how to put their instruments together, how to take care of them, and how to play their first sounds, how to read the notes and count the rhythms. By the end of the first quarter, students could play 5 or 6 notes and some basic, simple tunes. The HMS Band has 12 instrument classes that meet daily. The band directors who teach at Hellstern are noted in your programs, but I'd also like to introduce them to you right before they conduct a featured song from their classes. We call this Meet the Band. We're going to start off with Mr. Watt. He is the Central Junior High band director, and he travels over to Hellstern to teach the flute and the double reeds class, and he's going to start with his flute class feature song. The next class to be featured is the double reed class, which consists of 1 oboe and 3 bassoons. They're spread out. Raise your hand, Anasia, and our 3 bassoons right over here. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Mrs. Shelby. She is also a Central Junior High band director, and she travels over to Hellstern to teach one of the 2 clarinet classes and the saxophone class. She's going to start. There are 2 clarinet classes, and they're both combined for this feature, and she's going to start off featuring the clarinets. Four young men from the clarinet class recently switched over to the bass clarinet, and they're sitting in the back by the tubas. Raise your hands, guys. And they're going to be featured next on bass clarinet. I have to share that Hayden on bass clarinet figured out the notes to walk the line and actually wrote it out and shared it with his classmates so that they could perform that for you tonight. Good job, Hayden. Next up is Mrs. Shelby's saxophone class.
And now I get to announce Miss Huffman, who teaches the brass classes at Hellstern. We're going to start with her trumpet class. And next up is the French horn class. And now we move on to the trombone class. Next up, baritone class. And then, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away was the tuba section. And last but certainly not least, we're going to welcome Mr. C.J. Morris to the podium at this time. And he is going to start off the percussion section, standing back there in the back.
I'd also like to recognize a very special person, Mrs. Remo, and if she could please come to the stage. She is our intern from the University of Arkansas and has been teaching and assisting each of my classes for the past 9 weeks. Can you believe it? Okay. We wish her the best in her teaching career, as well as thanking her for working with our band students. Also want to thank Mr. Ford, our HAR-BER High School band director. He came over and worked with us in our full band rehearsals and made sure that the high school students helped set up all of these chairs and stands on stage tonight and this afternoon so we could come over and have a dress rehearsal. We literally walked over from Hellstern and it was all set up for us. And that just shows the kind of support we have from our junior high and high school band directors. So let's thank them. We have had some students go above and beyond already in their musical journey. For second quarter, we started our chair placements, which students earned the seats by the number of objectives they completed, along with some of the bonuses that they could achieve outside of class. If you are currently sitting in the first chair spot, please stand to be recognized at this time. To join in with them, if you have earned first chair at any point in second quarter, we'd also like to recognize you tonight. Please go ahead and stand. Great job, guys. You may be seated. And during the second quarter, students learned more notes and rhythms. They started learning their concert music, and many of them went above and beyond learning some of their pass-off lines at their own pace. At this point in the school year, students who are right on track should be on their 5th or 6th pass-off line. Students, please raise your hand and wave at your parents and show them if you've already completed your first 5 pass-off tests. That smile shows that they're proud. They know it took a lot of work. Percussion class is a little different than red book, blue book for the rest of the band because they have a snare drum book and a mallet and timpani book. Percussion students should have several pass-offs completed in each of their books as well, and they're doing a great job. The requirement for the Central Junior High Band is for students to complete all 12 of their red book pass-offs and the first 2 pass-off lines in the blue book. Students may attempt pass-offs more than once, but they must earn a 96% or higher in order to pass. We have had some students already complete all 12 of their red book pass-offs, which is 12 to 18 weeks earlier than the average band student. Very impressive. Students, please stand to be recognized when I call your name. Ryan Umong, saxophone. Dylan Young, saxophone. Ellie Ferris, flute. Zeke Stevens, tuba. Alonzo Manon, saxophone. Kylie Johnson, flute. Caitlin Roberts, flute. Preston Keeter, baritone. Parker Lee, trumpet. Abby Jones, trumpet. Lucas Shaben, trumpet. Elijah Foster, baritone. Adrian Alcantara, baritone. Brady Billingsley, French horn. Luca Campagnola, baritone. William Cherry, trombone. Dante Moore, tuba. Hayden Duffel, bass clarinet. Jordan Binford, French horn. Austin Collins, tuba. And Caden Mitchell on French horn. Let's congratulate them for their hard efforts. Thank you, students. You may be seated. Usually in the first concert, we have a handful of students who finish their red book, somewhere between 2 to 5. This is a huge group, and it shows that this is a really strong band, and I'm super proud of them. But this is the first time ever in my 14 years of teaching that we've ever had students complete their second method book before their first concert. And we had 2 students who did, and I'd like to recognize them. Ryan Umong and Dylan Young, please stand up. They both completed their second method book. Thank you. You may be seated, but Dylan, keep standing up. He told me today he doesn't like to be singled out and embarrassed. Too bad, right? He'll get over it. He has already memorized all 14 of his junior high all-region scales, which is impressive for a 9th grade student, and he's done that in his first 3 months of playing saxophone. Let's give it up for Dylan, please. All right, Dylan, thank you. You may be seated. In your program, there's a green insert, and it shows our upcoming band events. We're going to perform this exact concert again on December 15th during the school day at HMS for our student body. The Solo and Ensemble Festival is on Friday, April 7th, and our spring band concert that we're going to have here again is going to be on May 1st. So please get those dates on your calendar. On the back of that green paper, we've got a holiday wish list if you're looking to buy special items for these students. These are things that would really help them academically as well as for fun. And we're ready to play our next tune. It's called Star Splitter Fanfare. What do you think about their first band concert so far? You should feel the energy up here. Woo! Parents, the best thing you can do to show your support for these band students is to ask to hear them perform for you. Ask them what pass-off line they're working on. Even if you're not a musician, I was from a non-musical family, it helps for students to perform for you. Help them set up an area at your house to practice. Compliment them when you hear a song that finally sounds good. Ask them what supplies they need for their instrument, like a folding music stand, reeds, valve oil. Students enjoy practicing with other band students. If they are unable to stay after school on Tuesday or Thursdays till 4 p.m., we have the band room open then. See if you can set up a time for them to practice with some of their other band friends. We expect students to take home their instruments daily, unless it's a large instrument like a tuba. When they need to arrange a ride, they can't put those on the bus. If your child is not taking their instrument home daily, there's a problem. They need to be practicing 20 to 30 minutes a day, and their hard work right now will pay off later with junior high, all region, all state and high school, even possibly a college scholarship. I've got former students who are on full ride scholarships, music majors and non-music majors, just because they play their instrument in a college band. When students are good and they work hard, they enjoy it. For our next concert, we're gonna introduce a new group of musicians. It's the first time we've ever done this, so bear with me. It's called the HMS Parent Band. And we're gonna have a sign up for this starting in January. The students, did y'all notice how quiet your parents got right then? I love it. The students are going to teach a parent how to play his or her instrument and how to perform the tune Hot Cross Buns. It only uses 3 notes. Okay. Then we will have a group of brave parents come up to the stage and perform Hot Cross Buns along with the other parents in the HMS Parent Band. It will be fantastic. Now, students, you will need to decide which parent you want to choose to be your band student, and then you will need to teach them all of the important things you've learned about your instrument so that they will be ready to perform. Consider this a bonus assignment, and we can add it to your objective sheet. Are there any students who might be interested in making your parent come up to the stage next concert to perform a song for you? Look at those beautiful smiling faces. Parents ask me all the time how they can be better involved with their child in band. This is it, okay? Let's be good sports and show these students how much we care. Next week, now this is back to the students. Next week, students are gonna have an online application to apply for the HMS Honor Band. Requirements are that students have good grades, C's or better, good behavior, less than 3 behavior marks, show academic responsibility by turning in assignments for band and all of their classes. They're working ahead on their pass-off lines, and they show an interest in being in band long-term. The HMS Honor Band will be a small band of 50 to 60 students who will learn advanced level music and perform for special events at school. We will announce who made the honor band the day before Christmas break. Tonight, I'd also like to thank our parents who have volunteered at the band car wash, our band day field trip, and the U of A field trip that we took earlier in the year. If you volunteered to help at any of those events, would you please stand to be recognized? We really appreciate you. We could not have done those trips or events without our parent help. I'd also like to thank our Hellstern teachers, principals, any of our administration. If you are here at the concert, whether you're backstage, if you're a teacher, administrator, would you please stand to be recognized? We've got several teachers watching live stream right now, so thank you to them for their support for our band students. And again, we are so privileged to have this beautiful stage, the Marcia Jones Performing Arts Center, to perform our first concert on. And we just want to thank our superintendent, Dr. Rollins. We're going to end our concert with our favorite piece called The Good King Rocks. right here. Wait till the front row gets done. All right, go. We're going to stay right here in case you want to get a couple of pictures. Smile big, kids. Let's give it up one more time for the Hellstern Band. Thank you, students. You may be seated. Percussion, you can return to the back. I'm going to explain our dismissal procedure since this is our first concert. Students are going to be dismissed by a row to the band room, which is near backstage. And then what we need to do is the students will come to you, okay? The band room is for students only. They need space to case their instruments. Large instruments that will not fit in your vehicle may be left here in the band room, and then we will load them up on a truck and get them back to Hellstern tomorrow. We will be playing our instruments tomorrow, so everyone needs to bring all their music and their instruments. Please do not forget to turn in your DVD orders in the front lobby before you leave. And last but not least, thank you all for coming, and we wish you a very Merry Christmas.